Hey, what's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. It's Thursday. It's time for Dispatching Live. I'm Jay. We do top auto logistics video news on Tuesday nights. We're always connecting retail, wholesale, logistics, and tech, and we are your auto transport community media since 2017. Got a great show lined up. We've got Howard from JD Factors. If you want to learn about factoring, this is the show to tune into. Also, we'll cover dispatching live news, load board search advice. Please do click, like, share, tell your friends. Thanks for watching ATI. We sure do appreciate it. Jump into the live chat, say hello. What's up, Elena? What's going on, Rob? And if you missed the show live, no problem. You can watch it on demand. Let's do this. Let's do two things. Two things at once. We're going to bring in Sue, and we're going to go into... Oh, you know what I did? Say, Sue, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
All right,
Yes.
cool. Hey, you know what I did is... I know we're on the fast track today. You can feel it, right? We're on the
Yep.
fast track. This is trucking.
Yep.
So I went ahead and dumped the waiver.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're just dumping it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we don't need it. So... let's do this. Let's go into a little bit of industry news. Drum roll, please. And share my screen. Okay, so today's show is what we're going to do. We're going to learn about factoring. We've talked about factoring in the past. We now have a factoring expert with us here today. Oh, wait, there we go. Now you can see that. Howard is with JD Factors. Howard is a friend of yours.
Yes, I've been working with Howard for a couple of years now.
And I got to meet him a few weeks ago. Thank you,
Oh,
Sue.
cool.
And because you connected us, and
Yep.
then he's going to be on the show today. And he's a super nice guy.
He is. He's great. I
He
don't have
really,
any problems. Everybody always complains about factoring companies, but I cannot complain. He's been great.
well,
I
it's
mean,
you know what?
he's my go-to guy.
It's like anything else. If you have the right person,
Yep.
it can make it so much better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like I've had cool accountants. Oh, that changes the whole vibe of doing the taxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, JD Factors is the company, and we're going to learn more about cash for invoices within 24 hours with JD Factors. Because I was thinking about this too. I mean, how many things in our lives do we finance?
Almost everything,
I
right?
know.
Anything
I
major.
know. So that's really an interesting perspective. Last week we had Michael with Peach Transport on the show. That was great. Remember, we got load board search advice. Put in your route scout. If you feel queasy, that's the dispatching live effect. Because we're the neutral zone. There's going to be good news and bad news. It is what it is. Let's move on. We are your auto transport community media since 2017. The reason we remind you is because we are. We look at the full ecosystem, new, used, auctions, dealers, shippers, carriers, every week. Play nice. And Tuesday night, two days ago, I had this great show. This guy, Tim Cox of Car Now, this guy's an icon at
Oh.
dealer shows.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to make an appearance was amazing.
That's
It was
cool.
so nice of him, and had this amazing panel. Dude, on the panel I had a Certus, UVI, Auto Hall Exchange, Dealers Link. Really was this is a top shelf show. If you want to learn more about what happens at like NADA and these shows where... So NADA, here's the phrase. It's the Super Bowl of car dealership partnership and strategic networking. It's so big. It's intimidating. I mean, you can roll out of bed and show up at Matt's. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't do that at NADA. You will feel terrible and you will leave. So you got to, you got to be in your A game. All right, we're going to go into Show Me the Truck. Douglas just snuck in on the news. By the way, shout out Barker, Texas. 2 phone calls this morning. I'm sorry. I've been busy. I will get back to you. I promise. I want to talk. I want to know what the question is. But Douglas sent this in. Douglas said that Meekum, Kansas City, knows what they're doing.
I believe it.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Honestly, any Meekum usually knows what they're doing.
that means so much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like if you've got something on layaway and you can walk into the store and you're out of there in minutes.
Right.
Versus, hey, can I somebody was telling me just the S show going on at one of the gates at one of the auctions. Yeah, so yeah, you want to make life better? Know what you're doing when the transporter gets there. Ding. And here's another load from Douglas. This is a good looking load. Did you book this?
No, Jen's his dispatcher.
Oh, Jen did.
Yep.
I like this load. I'm assuming, right? Because you've got some, like, you know, you can ask for more money on that.
Old car?
Yeah, exactly. And you can ask for more money on that Suburban, too. It's full load. It's good. I like it a lot. All right. Speaking of loving loads, here's a goodie. Yeah. So Dan sent this in. This is a good time in a yard. Should be the name of the.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
You know, just swing on by.
Pick that up. No
Yeah,
problem.
just go ahead, just grab it. It's in the backyard, missing a wheel. No big deal. Yeah. Good times.
Ouch.
Oh my god. Oh man, right? And did it pay extra? We'll do it for $50 less, no problem.
Bet it didn't.
Exactly. I mean, you got wood everywhere. Look at the yard.
Oh yeah.
This is a disaster. Oh my god.
I can't believe they took it.
I mean, right? Oh my god.
I
Well,
would have
that's
told them
because
to shove it.
it's because car haulers are saints. Look, he even had to get the gravel out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Wow.
Yeah, but he got her loaded.
Oh, wow.
And look, and she even looks steady up there.
Yeah. Well, that's because he did it right. He put a
Yeah.
board on it there and everything else.
I know. And
so that was in the back of the
and
truck.
there's the aftermath. Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Oh, and by the way, it's full of rocks in my backyard.
Yeah, exactly. No big
No
deal.
big deal.
Swing on by, full of rocks. No
Dump
wheels.
it wherever you want.
You know, and the kids will be in the backyard, so be quiet. All right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, did you get the memo? We know that we were talking about this. You know, I know that nobody cares, but Central Dispatch has updated the carriers must establish a shipper profile if you're going to post loads.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. Hey, and now Ready Logistics is introducing a new private marketplace. And, you know, we already knew this too.
Okay.
How long have we known that Ready and Central are owned by Cox Automotive?
For years, but
So,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
I tried to set up one of my drivers. They got the notice today to sign up.
Okay.
And then we're trying, because it says you use your credentials for Central. We're using our credentials for Central, and it says you need to give us your ID, and it's the same ID, and it's not working. So, well, anybody else got this and got on there, please let me know if you're having any problems.
Okay, no problem.
They didn't even know how to help.
Who didn't? Ready?
Ready.
Ready. She called Ready, and they don't even know how to help her to figure out why it's not working.
They won't let me do it now. They're making a telephone call.
Yeah.
They're making a phone call?
They're making the owner call because they won't help us.
I was going to say, if I was I was about to hit the applause button because it sounded like they were making a phone call.
Oh, no.
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 That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And what do you need to get ready? Accept the invitation. Have the owner call in. Is that in there?
No, it doesn't say that, but apparently yes.
Oh, shoot. Well, you win some. And you can get a business profile, new private marketplace. It's going to be amazing. Crickets. Claim your business. Okay. Hey, there's a phone number. Oh my gosh, what happens when you call that phone number?
Well, that's what she did, and they said they didn't know how to fix it.
Awesome.
And then said they had to talk to the owner before they would even attempt to fix it, who said they didn't know how to fix it. So I have no idea. We're waiting. Yeah, we're waiting. Doon.
Oh, because loads wait forever, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't even think it's active where you can do this yet, but we just, we're getting it ready, But
the guy, here's the guy trying to load a load, and he's also on the phone with Ready. See, now That's car hauling, right?
Yep.
It should have the phone number. Call us now. Operators are standing by. All right, to talk to your owner. Did you hear? Oh, you sent me this.
Yes.
Okay, so Acertus has winter weather preps, snow
Yeah.
removal policy.
Yeah.
I clicked it.
Yeah.
I thought this was great, actually. Okay. Now,
Well, that makes sense.
I know it does, but I want to read it because. Okay. By the way, I didn't know what the picture on the right was for about I don't know. I figured it out. What they're saying is
truck,
don't just remove snow from a little spot so you can drive it on.
Ah, okay.
They want you to clean the car, and this gets into what I think is interesting. Required. You need to have a snow rake or broom with a foam head. Is the only approved tool to clear accumulated snow from vehicles when loading for transport. All drivers must clear the windshield, driver's side front window, passenger side front window, and windows must be clear of any visual obstruction. See, this is okay. Do you think that's standard? Is it? I don't know.
I mean it should be. I mean I get don't use bristles, but here's
I get
my
don't use
question.
bristles, yeah.
But it says not okay. Okay, you see where he's doing the whole front of the car?
That's what I'm saying.
I
Is
don't
there a transporter
know.
clearing off the whole
No.
car? No.
But basically they're saying if you don't and there's damage, you're responsible for it.
Right, and that therefore the reason
have
to
to do
clean
it.
the whole car off.
But that's
So-
kind of ridiculous.
Well, my question is there a snow removal bump?
Oh yeah, you mean give us extra money? Hell no, you know that ain't happening.
Okay, and I'm not trying to stir the pot, but I'm just pointing something out because remember this, let's go back to this.
Yeah.
What was this load ID? Just swing on by? Probably. Because this is auto transport, and that's why, and I'm not going to harp. I mean, I'm just
shouldn't even
pointing
knew
out.
that there was missing a
I
tire.
mean, that's why
guarantee
this
it.
is auto transport, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
I'm just
just
I
saying.
know. That's what makes us the neutral zone. Come on, everybody. All right, let's do this. We got Howard of JD Factors waiting, so stick around. We'll be right back with Howard of JD Factors.
All right, that's
Everybody.
fine.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
That is the voice of Sue. She is my co-host. She runs Murphy Auto Transport Services. If you need help staying loaded or shipping a vehicle, she's there to help. I'll share her information in the live chat here in a minute. What I want to do before we wait any further, please do help me wish a very warm welcome to first time on ATI on Dispatching Live, Howard with JD Factors. Howard, can you see me and hear me okay?
I can see you. I can hear you. Welcome. Thank you very
Sweet.
much for having me.
Incredible. It's
Awesome.
I
Thank
do,
you.
do appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you very much. So do
My
me
pleasure.
a favor. Please
Yes,
tell
sir.
us a little bit more about you and JD Factors. Take it away.
Okay, JD Factors. JD Factors has been in business for close to 35 years. We have 3 corporate offices. First one is in Palos Verdes, California. Second one is in West Chicago, which is about maybe 30 minutes outside of the city. There we house underwriters and mostly account executives. The third location is a little north of that, is in Toronto, Canada. I am located in the great state of New Jersey. Please don't make any comments about New Jersey. I heard them all. And I'm a business development officer for JD Factors. And we have, I'm going to look at my notes here. We have about 8 business development officers in New Jersey, and we have around 5 or 6 in Canada. Okay. My territory that I handle is mostly the Northeast states in the United States. Okay. JD Factors, best way for me to describe JD Factors is that we're an old school conservative factoring company. Customer service is our highest priority, taking care of our customer to make sure that they're with us for long term and not short term. That's our goal. Um, Everyone gets assigned to an account executive. They're located again in West Chicago. The customer, your customer will have the name, the email address, and the phone number of the account executive. Here's where we separate ourselves from everyone else. We answer phones. Okay? We answer phones. You don't have to leave any voicemail messages. Sometimes they do come on because the account executive is not available right now. And speaking of that, you are assigned to an account executive, but we also have a backup to that account executive. So if the main person is not available for whatever reason it might be, we have a backup to that person. So it's all about the client, taking care of the client, looking for long-term relationships, taking care of everyone. When you call our main number up, someone answers the phone. We don't have any answer machines there.
Perfect. Okay, so like a
Yeah.
personal trucking invoice factoring account rep.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes.
right? Because if I need, and I think about if I had like a dream team of advisors, right? You need a doctor, you need a dentist, you need an accountant. Be good to have a banker that I could just call, right?
Yeah.
Real
Sure.
estate agent. You need a list of really great advisors because it usually
Right.
has to do with money, assets, and something comes up.
Right.
So, okay, so you could be reached now. This is, and you said there's territories around. So if you're in a different territory, you passed the potential
I
client.
can't. If
Yeah.
if the lead comes in and it's in a different territory that I do not handle, very simple process. I just contact that person, that BDO, Business Development Officer, in that region, and I pass on the information to that person, and they handle it immediately.
Right. And what we're talking about is if you're having trouble collecting money on your invoices, you've
Mm-hmm.
got outstanding invoices, you've done the
Mm-hmm.
work,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in trucking, right? And
Mm-hmm.
car hauling
Yes.
too.
Correct.
JD Factors is a company
Mm-hmm.
that offers a service where you can get cash for your invoices within 24 hours.
24 to 48 hours
24 to
typically.
48 hours. That's still
Yeah.
much faster than the I've been waiting 30, 60, 90. Tell me what's a couple worst case scenarios here.
Yeah. Well, typically it's a net 30 or a net 45. And the worst case scenarios are when it's beyond the 70, 80 range. That's the worst case scenario. We offer 2 programs, non-recourse and recourse factoring. And that's very important for everyone to know. Okay. Non-recourse means that all the risk is on the factoring company. So let's say you send us over an invoice, we pay you the invoice, and now your customer does not pay us back the money that we already paid you. If it's non-recourse, we eat it. That's all the risk is totally on us. Now we check out everyone's credit. It's not guaranteed, but It's pretty much how the way we do things over here.
All right, two comments. Danny
Yes,
says
sir.
he worked with been working with JD Factors for 4 years. Loves working with JD Factors.
Right.
That's
The reason
awesome.
why
Yeah.
the reason why everyone loves JD Factors is because we answer phones. Services are our highest priority. And that goes back to what I said earlier. We're an old school company. So how many times do you give a company a call, an insurance company, whoever it might be, and you get a voicemail, and most of the time you have to leave a voicemail and hope for a phone call back. That doesn't really happen with us, okay? We answer the phones. We don't look for short-term relationships. We look for long-term relationships. To get to that long-term relationship, we have to do what's right for the client, our client. Does that make sense?
It does. And then here's another question. So Douglas is asking, do you guys factor KES? Because I think sometimes we learn, is there different types of different companies that tell me more about that? Because
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I don't know who KES is, and we would have to run a credit check on KES. Now, we run a credit check. We thoroughly check out everyone because we're in business to make money, not lose money. Just like all you truckers and all your car haulers, the same
Everybody.
situation.
Right.
Everyone.
Everyone.
If they're not a good risk, we're not going to take them. But if you want to take them as a trucker or a car holder, you take them. It's all on you.
Interesting. And so that gives you some insight right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It
Wow.
does. It does.
Because we talk
Yeah.
about verification, authorization, checking on, what's the likelihood that I'm going to get ripped off here?
If we approve the debtor, the likelihood is almost zero that you're going to get ripped off. It could happen. It could happen. Um, your new brokers, your up and coming brokers, you have to be a little careful with that because they're just starting out. And
Right.
so
Good point.
you have to be a little careful there. I had
Up-and-coming
one just
brokers.
yesterday where the broker is a startup. We funded the client, and now the broker is out of business.
Oh,
What do
lovely.
we do? What do we do? We're done. When we're eating that money, basically. So, and that happened. So we
Well, do
try,
you kick it back though to the owners, right?
well,
Or what do you do?
on car haulers, we do recourse only. That's because of their debtors.
Gotcha.
General freight, we do strictly non-recourse.
Gotcha. So do you guys
Okay.
file against the broker bond? Is that what you mean by recourse?
We do. We
Okay.
do.
Okay.
We do. Correct. Correct. So I had one yesterday, $2,500 load. They contacted me. We tapped into the bond, and the client was able to get like $1,800 from that.
Oh.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So we're in business for almost 35 years for a reason, because we're conservative, we're old school, and we try to do what's best for not just ourselves, but for everyone.
Right.
We have a great reputation in the industry. Now, Sue.
Yep.
Sue, I've known Sue for about maybe 4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
Sue sends me some stuff over. How quickly is it done?
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah, or I find out
Right.
that they're not acceptable, one of the two. Right, but it's right away.
Either right away.
Yeah.
You send me stuff over, it's right away.
Yep.
Okay. That is what we do. If
Yep.
we don't do that, then some of us might not have a job, because we preach customer service, which is an old school policy.
But you just said doing it right away. life is busy and things can get complicated. But and that's why staying organized will help. I'm talking to some folks that aren't doing things right away. When you do things right away, you take care of things right away, whether you want to or not, or
Right.
whatever it is. I'm just talking life skills. But getting
Right.
things done right away is a game changer in business.
Right away.
And that's
That's
why
what we do.
you add that level where I can also get you on the phone right away,
Mhm.
and then things are done right
Sue
away.
knows that.
What
Oh,
else
yeah.
is there left to figure out?
Exactly.
There's nothing. In fact, I think I mentioned this, but everyone gets assigned to an account executive. You're going to have their name, their phone number, their email address. Okay. The phone number that we give you is going to be the receptionist phone number. And Cindy's going to, you call that number, Cindy is the receptionist. She's going to answer the phone. You're going to say, please transfer me over to so and so. And if that person is not available, maybe they're on vacation, maybe they're out for the day, maybe they're out for lunch, well, then just ask for the assistant to that person. So we have a backup to that person as well. So it's all about our clients. That's what it's about. Now, a lot of factoring companies don't do that. I hear the stories, and I'm not one to talk about other factoring companies or nothing like that. But many factoring companies don't do that. They they just don't do that. You
Well,
know.
I
Now
agree.
yeah.
we have no minimums and no maximums, and the reason for that is that we have the funds, no matter how much it is. You're going to find that some factors out there are waiting for money to come in before they can pay out to you. We don't have that problem. We're unlimited. Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yep.
Yes. What it's
Okay.
interesting. You are. This is a high level
Yeah,
professional business service.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time. You know,
yeah.
people say to me, what's your rate? Okay. Let's say 2.5%. Well, someone offered me 2%. Well, okay, go with 2%. See what happens. Okay. See how the customer service is. See when they answer the phones. Is it worth paying an extra, 50%? I mean, a 0.50 or a 0.25
Right.
to get great customer service? It's minimal. At the end of the day, it's absolutely minimal in your pocket.
I agree.
Well, and then
Because I have to deal with other factoring companies, and let me tell you, it is not the same as
It's
Howard.
not the same.
No.
It's not the same. Sue sends me stuff. It's great. Sue sends me stuff. It's done like immediately.
Yep.
It's done. She knows that, and
Yeah.
and when she knows that, it shows her that it gives her a lot of confidence in JD Factors.
Yep.
We've
Absolutely.
got Chris is in the live chat. Question: does the broker bond deplete when used and have to be refunded, or is it an insurance policy? You think you can answer? Do you think you can take that one?
I don't know the answer. I don't know that. That would be an account executive answer, and I don't know that. I can get that answer for Chris. I'm not sure on that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob says, do you factor repossession invoices from reputable forwarders?
Well, forwarders, we're careful with them. We're forward. We do it. We do it. There's a lot of paperwork with forwarders for a lot of little stuff. But we do work with forwarders. We do work with them.
Okay, so
No,
the door is
mostly
open,
what-
Rob. Yeah.
Yeah, the door is open. Mostly what we do is general freight and car haulers. Now, when it comes to car haulers, you're going to find that most factoring companies do not work with car haulers because the debtors are too much of a risk for most factoring companies. We love car haulers. Love them. Okay? We don't have a problem. We don't have a problem at all.
But again, tells you something about the industry, doesn't it? I
It
mean,
does. It does.
this is an interesting industry.
We have a
It's
good
obviously
relationship with a lot of the debtors,
that's good.
and they know us.
Yeah.
They trust
That
us.
also makes a difference, as you know, when things go from bad to worse, and that's when somebody has to look and say, "Wow, what is it going to cost me to recoup on this deal?" Well, we always talk about relationships. Well, here's another area where good relationships come in handy. When things go bad and you have a relationship with somebody who can help mediate and figure this out, that goes a long, long way.
Long way, long way. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know, and
Yep.
it goes a long way on our end. And that's like that's 35 years of being in business. Our financing comes from mostly Wells Fargo Bank. We've been with them since inception. Okay. Now, interest rates nowadays are high, right? Mortgage rates are high, everything's high. When we borrow money, it's high. And our interest rates that we offer to all our clients are still the same. Are still the same.
Interesting to
Yeah,
think about. Wow.
yeah, yeah. We're still the same.
That's fascinating.
We haven't made too many changes there at all. You go for a mortgage right now, what is it, 6, 7%? So interest rates have gone up quite a bit lately, and we have not done that. Now, our rates are based on the volume that you plan on factoring. How many trucks do you have? That's how we base our rates on. You know, if someone says to me, "Well, we're going to do 50,000 a month. We're just starting out," we might say to them, "Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. I hope you do that." We might want to test the waters for a couple months to see how you're doing. Let's see some history of what you're doing, because people can tell us anything that they want. You know that.
Well, and I mean, that is sound, as you said. I like how you kind of reiterate the conservative, old school. That is conservative, old school banking. And
It
it's
is.
proven.
It's proven.
It's proven. You
Yes,
have to
sir.
understand who you're working with.
And we don't know just by having a 5 minute
And,
conversation.
and no conservative, old school, proven banking institution can take your word for it. They just can't.
Correct.
They can't.
We
Yeah.
go by history. We're more than happy if we give you let's say we give you a 3% rate, but after a period of time you want to get a rate adjustment. Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Let's look at your history. Do you warrant a rate change? If you do, we'll give it to you. No problem at all. Maybe at that period you don't, but maybe a few months later you do. So, you know, we're business. We're a
And
business.
again, you can get somebody on the phone to discuss it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty cool.
That's it. We
Um.
we
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. We
In a
give
nutshell.
you also with JD Factors, we provide to everyone at no cost a portal. On the portal, what can you do? A number of things. You can do your credit checks on the portal. You can generate an invoice if needed on a portal. If you want to use your own invoice, by all means, use your own invoice. You can see what's been paid to us from your customers, what has not been paid to us from your customers. It's all yours.
So that's cool.
No,
That's a software piece, just like
yeah,
online banking.
eh,
Yeah.
pretty much. Pretty
That's
much. You
awesome.
can see
Yeah.
what's been paid, what has not been paid.
Which is helpful at tax time too,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
And you
For
can
sure.
you can look at your year end and go, this is what we got collected. This is what's outstanding, etc.
No doubt.
Yeah.
There's an
Portals
agent
are awesome.
report on
Good
there
point.
and everything. We're an old school company. I always tell people that we are old school. We, we don't get into that all that BS stuff, and we answer phones, we give you a portal, we give you an account executive, name, phone number, email address they will have. It's all about long-term relationships. Doesn't always work, but
It does.
you know,
Good point.
but
That's right.
it doesn't always
You
work,
never
but
know.
but I can tell you a lot of times they come back. They come back because they see what's out there. But
Yeah. Well, we do know from this show that you can't factor with whoever you want. It's not available. And then sometimes, if you can't get somebody on the phone or whatever, it is whatever. And Danny B's, I've worked with JD Factors going on 4 years now. I can attest they are great to do business with. Howard
That's
is
wonderful.
awesome. Yeah, that is wonderful. Howard, thank you so
that's
much
wonderful.
Yeah, Howard,
for
thank
stopping
you.
Yeah,
by
man.
today.
Yeah, it's
That
great
was awesome.
talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Great talking to you guys, and
That's what we do.
I'm from Jersey, so we have, if you follow football, we have Tommy Cutlets right now.
Well, we
And
have the Kansas City Chiefs.
I know.
We're not talking
I'd
about
rather have the
anything
Kansas
else.
City Chiefs.
Maybe Taylor Swift, but that's it.
Well, we have Bruce Springsteen here.
Oh, see, you got Bruce, the boss, man. Oh, wow.
We have Bruce.
Nice. And that's what
We
it's going
have
to turn into. Yeah. Rivalries of favorite musicians associated with football teams.
It's all good. If anyone has any questions, any concerns, email me.
Yeah, I put it in the live chat.
Give me a call.
Shulman at jdfactors.com. I shared the
Yep.
main office number, 973-833-3360.
Yep, I am. Just so you know, if people from New Jersey and New York out there, I am around 40 minutes outside of Manhattan.
Okay.
I am about 20 minutes west of Newark Airport. I am not down by Philadelphia area. Okay, that's about a little over an hour and a half away. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a call. Email me. Tell me what you want. See what I can do for you. Be more than happy.
That's awesome.
It's factoring is not for everyone. Let me just go over that with you real quick. Factoring is not for everyone. If your cash flow is good, you might not need factoring. Mostly people don't have great cash flow, and that's where we come in. We pay you 24 to 48 hours instead of waiting 30 days or 45 days. That could ruin you as a business owner.
Oh, yeah.
That could ruin you. Right, Sue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And a lot of companies that are just starting out don't have cash flow. So I always
They don't
recommend. Yeah.
I've had a number of clients. God bless them. They're doing great now, man. They started out for about 2 years with JD Factors. And after that period, they gave me a call. They go, Howard, we don't need JD Factors anymore right now because our cash flow is great. We're in a good position. Congratulations,
Sweet.
man. You met that. You did it. And it's not long term. It could be short term. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, Howard, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. And this was a conversation. If this sounded like a sales pitch, it's because there's so much good information. We're just two guys talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, anyone has any questions, email me, call me.
Two guys and a gal, ladies and gentlemen. Contact
Guys and a gal,
Howard.
maybe
He really
we'll do a
wants
show
to
together. Two guys
answer
and a gal.
questions.
There
you
we
got the
go.
phone
We
number.
will.
You got the email
All right.
address. You got the website. Howard, thank you so much, man.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Have a
All
great
right.
holiday
Talk to you
season.
later.
All
Yeah.
right.
Nice seeing you, Sue.
See you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You too. Alrighty. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I hit the butt. Ah.
Whoops.
Oops. He got the B out and by with the B. All right. So we're gonna wrap this show up. We always end it with welcome to Auto Transport. You can do whatever you want. Hey, so you shared this 2018 Chevy Suburban 1500. Oh, okay. Does it pay good? Let's see. Clearwater. It's just south of West Wichita going to Olathe. They're paying $300. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, except there's a passenger. What?
Yep.
Is this like a car haul or Uber?
I guess so. Is that not crazy?
So let's stay here for a second because is it weird or is it not?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Have you ever seen this before?
Well, I've had, like I told you, we've talked about this when we first started. I had one of my drivers, he was in California, and the parents wanted to put the two little girls in the truck with him and have him ride across country. And I thought,
I do
these people
remember
are
you
nuts.
telling me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now out on DVD.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. And on top of it, I've also had other people ask me that, like in the past, but I've told them our insurance doesn't cover having anybody ride us.
That's right.
So,
yeah, even if you want to get personal about it,
Yeah.
like insurance is like.
yeah. Besides
Well,
weirdo.
Can we put that under on hook or okay.
Oh, that was a good one.
Man, that's craziness. What else we got here? Table and chairs.
Yeah.
Dining room table with 8 chairs. Okay, what? I'll bet you a moving company would be like, yeah, no, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe a guy on Craigslist.
I know, I told you. We'll let you know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Make
I don't
into
know.
Atlanta. I don't know. That is really funny.
I'll let you know.
Weird.
And then it's not even. It's an actual pickup, actual delivery.
Yeah,
dining
and
room
nowhere
table
near.
and chairs.
Yeah, and nowhere near where they say they've got it.
See, and what's really great about this is that I've said, I don't have to be right. I just am. Is that you do too much actual pickup, actual delivery, and everybody's just going to start doing it.
Yeah.
And it becomes total chaos.
Yeah. And
This
it's
is
nonstop now. So.
This is why auto transport really is a lucha libre wrestling ring.
Yep.
People do whatever they want. You think I've got to be kidding? It's not.
No.
I've done 150 episodes where I've reported that in auto transport, people do whatever they want. I bet you I could do another 150 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And people still will be doing whatever they want.
Oh, yeah.
Robots will be doing whatever they want. I don't know.
Dispatch, how may I help you?
We're in our final leg here. This is, you can tell, somebody had a lot to say. And so I underlined 2 key points. That's the Cox Automotive way. Feed you to death from everywhere and every angle from multiple different companies. This is what people say privately about Cox Automotive, by the way. Yes, I know it's dangerous. I'm not trying to cause a problem, but I am sharing some truth. Is that they say that Cox Automotive fees them to death. Which might be, I mean, they have a lot, it's a pretty big company. Cox Strategy, I'm reading this. Cox Strategy equals no big deal, equals I know the answer, equals we can raise fees, and boy did they. That is the theme of this rant, is that when people get upset enough and speak about that company, boy oh boy, they all say the same thing. That it's just money, money, money. I heard somebody tell me that that company and the software that they had been using, they want to switch software. But it's kind of, I guess they got leaned on. Oh, you want to switch software? Okay, great. Then we'll just unplug all the other Christmas tree lights to your business, and you let us know how that worked out. Now that's speculation live, but it's an interesting point. Let's keep moving. And then here's the next gear capital thing. I think this was the truck that was in the dirt. Not sure. Oh, where's all the money you were supposed to make from buying a truck and trailer 8 months ago? Oh, God. Merry Christmas, honey. Where's the money? Which that is really interesting meme. Okay, I know that's a lot. Hey, by the way, Haulerly, I found this on. I find the craziest. You know, I shared the auto transport business leads last week. Haulerly, a new era of profitable car hauling. Who here's ever heard of Haulerly?
That's interesting.
I've never heard of this. Haulerly, the thought. See, this is why, and you can say whatever you want in auto transport. Haulerly, the thought leader in vehicle transportation education, proudly unveils its online course developed exclusively for the car hauling industry. Wait a minute. How are you already the thought leader if you're just unveiling? Whatever. Yeah. Aimed at revolutionizing the business models for new and existing car haulers, the course promises to unlock more profitable and efficient pathways in an ever.
So I don't get this. What is this?
I don't know. But you know what it reminded me of? The company that said we're the very first ever auto transport podcast. All right, I'm sorry. I'll be cool. All right, let's keep going. Hey, break free. Launch your car hauling venture. Drive towards financial prosperity. This is still Haulerly. Get started. It's a good site. It's just I don't get it.
So does this Haulerly have anything to do with hauling?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just a weird.
But it seems like it's like 5 years late. Right? Because it's the drive towards financial prosperity line that got me. That's
are they helping people get started?
I guess. Here, you be the judge, right?
Well, I love how it says booming car hauling industry.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what that means. But anyways.
What's your take? Here, I'm putting in the live chat. I mean, because listen, I'm not the end all be all. I'm just here to point out, piles of stuff, right?
But did you click on get started at all just to see?
I don't think so.
Embark on entrepreneur journey.
But you should click on get started and let me know.
Well, you have to send me
let me know how quick you're moving towards that financial prosperity. I'm sorry, driving towards it. We're thrilled. Imagine the thrill of being in control. I mean, somebody's good at marketing. This is a good-looking site. Let's go to this site. Let's do that. Haulerly.com. Look at the advertising they're getting. Wow. Oh, yeah, see? Oh, that guy's on it, man. I'm not going to play because then there'll be some music that gets me demonetized. Wow. They're featured on primetime networks, but they still use the stock image of the car keys that I've seen that many times. Versatility, chart your pathway, lucrative startup prospect. Low entry barriers, boundless growth potential. Wow.
Okay, here's what you get.
What do you get? How much is it?
I go back up. Hold on.
Okay.
This is what it says. Here's what you get.
Oh, okay.
Fictional business structure. So they set you up with an LLC.
Oh, okay. They add $1,000 for that.
Opportunities.
Alleged.
Seamless license. So they get you licensed.
Come on, Jay. This could be amazing. This could be amazing.
Venture. Insurance. So they help you basically get started. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, anybody can help you get started.
If they help you get started, who's to say that you're going to be flourishing in opportunities? Right. I mean,
Did they guarantee that?
What was the booming?
Booming car hauling. Right there. Drive into your success zone with Haulerly's meticulous guidance. Smoothly transition into the booming car hauling industry.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So basically, they don't guarantee anything. They just basically get you signed up. They get your licenses. They help you find your insurance. And God knows, what did it say they charged you for all of that?
I don't know.
Huh.
Send in your comments.
Yeah. That's an interesting
Let us know what you find. Would somebody please click get started so we can find out more about the booming car hauling industry, because it's escaped me for 150 episodes. Get the podcast. It's the Car Shipping Business channel. Here's that pesky podcast. All right. Well, that was interesting. Net never payment plan. There we go. Get signed up for the booming Net Never. You'll be thrilled with action as you try to pull that truck out of the freaking grass while you're cussing on the phone trying to reach an operator at a company that says the owner needs to call in. Yes, that's right. Step right up. The most amazing industry awaits you with money from the sky. And by the way, you can do whatever you want. Get signed up now. Don't miss out. Our operators are standing by. All right, Sue.
Yep.
Hey, thanks for introducing us to Howard.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He really is. And
Um,
anybody who usually asks me for factoring, that's the only person I hand out to anymore. I
Yeah.
used to have some stuff on there for TBS, but it's nightmares, so I just don't
Okay.
even do it anymore.
Hmm.
And there's a couple others out there I know. Can't remember which one Doug was with, but Doug was getting raped by them too.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't
Oh.
JD. So
Well,
I know there's a
tell
lot
you.
of people wanting to get out and move. And here's the biggest problem with I've noticed with other factoring companies when they decide they're done and they want out of their contract, getting them to send out those letters to all the brokers that are no longer going to be, sending their money to them is almost damn near impossible, just so everybody knows. And there's a few of those companies out there that do exactly what I'm talking about. Because I got a transporter dealing with it right now, refusing to send out the letters to everybody. Even though she's out of contract, she's closed her contract, won't do it. And they're holding money. Check this out. They're holding money on loads, not because of her, because they didn't pay another transporter, so they're holding her money. I don't even think that's legal. Crazy.
What?
Yeah. 2 different brokers because they didn't pay some other transporter. They're holding her money is what they're telling her. I said, I don't think that's legal. You need to check your contract. But getting the money out of them, you're going to probably have to sue them. Crazy, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Well, and so this is why I was talking about professional services.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. 'Cause
Absolutely.
when things go bad,
Then you hear about this stuff. Yeah.
well, and it's expensive
Oh,
to
yeah.
try to go find somebody
Yeah.
to help. I'm trying not to use the word lawyer, right?
Right. Right.
But that is an expense. I mean, by the time when you say the word lawyer, you just lost half your money.
That's what we should have asked Howard was if
Well-
they come from another company, do you help them
Yeah.
get out of that stupid contract and deal with all that stuff? I should have asked him that. I didn't
Well, and I didn't want to get too in the
Yeah,
legal
involved, yeah.
weeds, right?
Yeah.
So I let him drive the truck, and he shared more. That was another thing. I think Howard shared more than the average financial services professional.
Oh,
would.
probably. Yeah.
And that's impressive too.
Yeah.
35 years in business, old school conservative financial instrument
Yeah.
that is willing to take the phone and come on a show and talk. Shoot.
Yeah.
That's
And he
awesome.
always, if I send him
Amazing.
anybody and he can't handle, like, because they have their own areas, but he'll give them to the person that needs to, and they call him right away and get him on the phone. I mean, they do what they're supposed to do. Howard always answers me right away. Anytime I send him an email, I mean, you don't see that very often, and that's not even just in the factoring companies. We're talking period a lot of times. So,
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, that's right. In all companies,
yeah.
just go through your Rolodex of companies you need to contact, and just call one right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call 5 and let me know how many answer the phone.
Yeah.
Try to book a load right now. Try
Right.
to book 10 loads right now, and let me
And
know how many answer the phone.
Yeah. Maybe one
Dude, seriously.
if you're lucky. Yep.
Some you have to email. You can't even call.
Yeah.
Or text. Text me your
Uh-huh.
company name.
Yep. That's usually what it is.
Text me your company name. All right. Well, we're up against 1 o'clock. This has been a great show. Sue, thank you so much.
No problem.
And the whole gang. And I hope you feel better soon.
I appreciate it.
You sound good, so that's good. You got that going for you.
Working on it.
Yeah, I know. Well, we all are. Hey, there's something going around right now, so
Yeah.
take your vitamin C,
Yeah.
green tea, protein, all that stuff. Rinse and repeat. and they get some sleep.
For sure.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, have a good weekend. Hey, next week, next Thursday, what do we have? Oh, we have a special guest, Gail from Retail Resilient. Now we're gonna get outside the box for a minute. Gail works in, okay, this is dealer marketing services. However, she's got a really good question. And this is about what dealers should be doing for their marketing when a shipment of cars comes in. This is dealer marketing meets, hey, the cars are here. We need to sell these things now. That's an interesting angle. So she's going to be on the show Thursday. She's going to tell us more. It was her idea.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, that'll be cool. So Gail of Retail Resilient is with us next Thursday. So, all right, everybody, get ready for, hey, have you done your Christmas shopping? You have about a day or two left before it's panic time. Right?
Yep.
So, say hello to Bezos Claus, right? The guy's Santa Claus. Jeff Bezos is Santa Claus. The modern Santa Claus. Am I right? Tell me somebody who didn't name a person who didn't do over half of their shopping on Amazon this year.
I really didn't this year, and I usually do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but I also moved to a big town, and I can go shop where I couldn't before. So.
Well, I can shop, I just don't want to.
Oh, I like to shop though. That's a woman thing, but
well, well, good for you. That's awesome, huh? She likes to shop, and she wants to help you stay loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Every Thursday. Yeah, John is like, say goodbye. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, John. Jeez. They got the cane. This is vaudeville. All right, office, what do we say?
What do we say, office? Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
All right, bye.